that they want to do to try to cover this up. But at the end of the day, ain't no covering this up. Y'all hella lying. So this was an incident that happened at the game. CaitlinClark and her coach hate each other, right? Brick Center captured this moment right here, right? Now, I'm finna play this moment for y'all, and I want to know y'all reaction to this. Let's play it.
She's been scuffling a little bit lately from the free throw line. It's something she mentioned to us today at shoot-around.
The
WNBA is now facing what many fans see as an unprecedented crisis. What began as quiet whispers inside the locker room has exploded into a massive controversy surrounding CaitlinClark. For weeks, viewers have been asking the same question. Why does one of the league's most dangerous offensive weapons suddenly appear to be getting pushed away from the center of the offense? And why does it seem like her own team is making things harder for her? Now, shocking new footage has allegedly added fuel to those suspicions, putting head coach Stephanie White under intense scrutiny. The footage has sparked accusations that Clark may be getting deliberately excluded from the system. And if the fans are furious, the reaction from Jose Fernandez has made the situation even louder. He reportedly went after White on national television, questioning the tactics being used and arguing that they could be limiting Clark's impact. But the biggest development may be Clark herself. She has reportedly broken her silence with an unexpected announcement that has sent shockwaves throughout the basketball world. Suddenly, the pressure is mounting on everyone. The front office is facing questions, White's position is being debated, and the controversy surrounding the WNBA continues to grow. To understand why this situation has become so explosive, look at what has happened on the court. When White took control of the offense, expectations were clear. Build an aggressive, high-scoring system around Clark's unique abilities and allow her to create, shoot, and control the game. Instead, critics argue that the offense has become increasingly restrictive. Fans notice Clark running off screens, appearing open and still not receiving the ball. The system seemed to move away from the high pick-and-roll actions that helped establish Clark as a superstar. In their place came more rigid isolation sets, with Clark sometimes pushed toward the corner and removed from the action. Now, every possession is being analyzed, and the questions are becoming impossible to ignore.
See that? Y'all see that moment right there? That was a moment. Now, if you guys really know Caitlin looking at the shot clock. Caitlin's looking at the shot clock, right? She's back because Stephanie White already know CaitlinClark finna go to this inside lane right here. So there's an inside lane right here. CaitlinClark is about to hit this lane. Stephanie White knows it. Boom, lane. Now, CaitlinClark did get the shot block, but I believe she was fouled on that play. But it's plays like that, and then it's situations like this that I believe CaitlinClark is subliminally telling us she do not like Stephanie White. I don't give a damn what no one says. What no one says, bro. She ain't rocking with her, dog. Now, Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White was all laughs after a loss today. It was all smiles and a presser. They trying to like not be mad, but they mad. Now, I'm not going to play this whole press conference. We're going to watch some of it. Shout out to Tony Eastman. If you guys ain't subscribed to his channel, make sure you guys going on over there and show that brother some love. We're going to listen to some of this, and we're going to dissect it. We're not going to play the whole 9 minutes.
Kelsey.
The media tried to dismiss the controversy as nothing more than normal rookie adjustments. They claimed CaitlinClark simply needed time to learn the system. But critics argued that anyone who understood basketball could see something much more troubling. They believed this was not development, but a deliberate effort to limit Clark's impact. According to the growing criticism, Stephanie White appeared determined to prove that her coaching system was bigger than any individual superstar. Whether it came from ego, philosophy, or a desire to avoid favoring a rookie, the result was the same. Clark was spending too much time away from the action. But White allegedly made one major mistake. In the social media era, every possession is watched, replayed, analyzed, and debated. Nothing stays hidden for long. The controversy exploded when Jose Fernandez publicly criticized the situation. He reportedly examined the game film and questioned why a generational offensive talent was being positioned away from the ball during crucial stretches. His message struck a nerve with fans who already believed Clark was being underused. Fernandez pointed to specific sequences where the offense appeared to move away from Clark during crunch time, arguing that the decision made little basketball sense. His criticism quickly spread across social media, with supporters demanding answers from the team. The bigger question became impossible to ignore. If Clark is one of the league's biggest stars and most dangerous offensive weapons, why isn't the offense consistently built around her strengths? As Fernandez's comments went viral, fans flooded social media with reactions, calling for accountability and demanding that Clark receive a bigger role in the offense.
Pick and rolls for CaitlinClark. They didn't run an off-ball play for her until the third quarter. Stephanie White's game plan was, let's get Kelsey Mitchell the ball and get her as many points as we can, as often as we can. That was her whole game plan. She sucks as a coach. Jose Fernandez knows it. Take a listen.
What about the defense you guys played on CaitlinClark today? 104 15 shooting.
Well, we wanted to get it out of her hands. In any pick and roll situation in the middle of the floor, she's so good. So if it was going to be...
We wanted to get it out of her hands, especially when she does that pick and roll in the middle of the floor. She's so good. We didn't even run the damn pick and roll in the middle of the floor. They didn't run a pick and roll in the middle of the floor the entire second quarter for CaitlinClark until it was like 16 seconds left. His whole defensive game plan was centered around CaitlinClark and the pick and roll, and we did not run it because Stephanie White wants Aaliyah Boston to be a hub. No pick and rolls. Bailed him out. He's going to keep going. I'm going to run it back. I just want y'all to hear it in full this time. The whole Dallas wing plan was built around stopping CaitlinClark in the ball screen action, and we didn't even set no real picks for her. Aaliyah Boston is a bum. She doesn't.
But Fernandez's takedown was only the beginning, because what happened next inside the locker room sent the controversy into overdrive. After his comments, the WNBA reportedly tried to calm the situation, insisting the team remained united. Then shocking, unedited sideline footage allegedly leaked, revealing intense tension during a fourth quarter huddle. With the team trailing by 5, CaitlinClark appeared focused and ready to contribute. But according to the footage, Stephanie White directed the play toward a veteran player instead. Clark reportedly pointed out a defensive weakness and offered a solution, only for White to dismiss her suggestion. The moment immediately fueled accusations that Clark was being deliberately ignored. But this time, Clark reportedly refused to stay quiet. The footage allegedly captured her confronting the coaching staff, with her frustration finally boiling over after weeks of tension. The controversy had reached a breaking point, and Clark appeared to make it clear she had enough.
37 points. Her team made her look good, right? Okay.
This comes down obviously to work. But I don't really take statistics really that serious, so a lot of this stuff is really circumstantial to me. And so I want to get the dub, and we didn't get that. So I think keeping the focus on the right thing, keeping the main thing is important.
That's their favorite thing to say. Keep the main thing the main thing.
Lexi and Chelsea, I spoke to you guys' creative director earlier this year. Just your thoughts about we're collaborating with him on some of the stuff that you guys.
Oh yeah. Really great guy. I think a lot of his designs and creativity has made our few girls happy. A lot of the stuff that he put together at the beginning of the season was really dope, and we got a chance to meet him and everything that he brought to the table. And so it's great to build relationships, but I think ultimately it's great to also be grateful for the people that do things like that. So shout out to him.
This question for Lexi. This is Ivan with STW Media. You built a reputation on bringing energy and toughness. What did you feel the team needed more down the stretch tonight?
I think more energy and toughness. I think we talked about it in the locker room at half, and we talked about it again at the end of the game, that when they're playing to make the playoffs, they came in with a lot of energy, a lot of grit. And I think at the end of the day, they just wanted it more. They were more desperate for the win. So for us, I think it's just we needed more of that. We needed to be the team that wanted it more, and I don't think that we were today.
Great. So this is for Coach White, anyone that might want to answer. With the regular season series against Dallas now complete, what do you take away from these matchups if you potentially see them again later in the season?
I think the biggest thing is we got to be better on the defensive end of the floor. I think the first matchup we gave them over 100 points, gave them 91 here today. They made some really good adjustments. They forced us to guard one-on-one. We've improved on the defensive end, but we've got to continue to grow, in those areas. We got to finish plays. 12 second chance points in the second half when we're trying to make a comeback.
And that brings us to the moment that reportedly broke the internet and stunned millions of fans. After the game and the leaked footage had spread across social media, CaitlinClark stepped to the podium. Reporters expected the usual polished PR response. Instead, Clark delivered a pointed message. She calmly explained that she came to compete for championships and play basketball at the highest level. She emphasized that if the system prevents her from shooting or creating with the ball, then the team has a serious problem. Clark made it clear that she cannot fully help the team if the offense consistently keeps the ball out of her hands. She never needed to mention Stephanie White by name. Fans immediately understood the message. Now pressure is reportedly mounting on the organization. Supporters are demanding accountability, while questions about the coaching strategy continue to grow. The controversy has reached a boiling point, forcing the franchise to confront an uncomfortable question: protect the system or build around its superstar.
Pick and rolls. It just get a ball to Kelsey and let her go. Let her go. Let her go. It's terrible, man.
Get it out of her hands. Or if it was going to be on the side of the floor, we wanted to get it out of her hands and make other people.
We wanted to get it out of her hands and make other people do stuff.
Make shots.
Force other people to make shots. Stephanie White bailed the Dallas Wings out by not having CaitlinClark involved. It's that simple.
But this kind of performance, the way that Paige took care of the ball, Maddie's plus 16, Alicia Clark coming in and defending, Jess Shepard's all-time season high, Arike and what she did offensively. So there's a lot of things and a lot of people responsible, and that's what good teams do, especially with everything that this group has gone through, right? But I think it started with their continued focus in the film room and in practice and shoot around today.
He centered the film. He centered everything around stopping CaitlinClark. And Stephanie White didn't force him to stop CaitlinClark. She did it for him. The Indiana Fever's coach stopped CaitlinClark for Jose Fernandez. He was never really forced to double her that often. Never really forced to blitz her inside pick and rolls because they didn't run any of it. They just didn't run any of it. Aaliyah Boston refused to set real picks. Aaliyah Boston refused to give CaitlinClark the ball on handoffs. She refused to do it.
Kind of on that note, Coach, winning in multiple ways obviously can be beneficial in the postseason. How much does the multiple lineups, having different players step up, like the first half with Jess, and the second half with tonight, like how much could that help you guys down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, when you lose a player like AZ, who was the number one pick, right? And
the controversy has reached a boiling point, and Stephanie White is facing intense scrutiny. Now I want to hear from you. What did you think of the leaked footage? Do you believe CaitlinClark is being deliberately underused, or is this simply a coaching decision? And do you agree with Jose Fernandez's criticism of the system? Share your most honest opinions in the comments. If you want more uncensored WNBA coverage and updates on this developing drama, hit the like button, subscribe to Clark Fever Hoops, and turn on notifications. This story is far from over, and we'll be following every major development.